Something I learned on Reddit just saved my butt. What seemingly innocuous thing you've seen on the internet has come to your aid in the real world? Long-time RuneScape player, one of the first things you learn is copper and tin equals bronze. Fast forward 2 years in school, random ass test asked what tin and copper make. I was only one who got it right. Never told anyone how I knew it, ha. Back when I went on dig and had very craptastic insurance, $300 copay for on a visit, there was a thread about the USA's healthcare policies. I complained about a red streak I got from a cut that was going up my leg. A fine gentleman pointed out to me that I probably had a blood infection, and it was going to head up towards my heart. So, I thought frick it, and went to the hospital. The doctor told me that I was 3-4 days away from having a serious health condition. Onions. Seriously, I burned myself really badly once, while I was living alone, and rather than being smart and calling a doctor or going to the ER, I started googling how to make a burn stop hurting while whimpering and soaking my hand in ice water. Google turned up the solution. If you put raw onion on a burn, it will miraculously stop hurting. I have no idea why this works, but after much speculation I think it has something to do with the same chemical reaction that causes your eyes to go nuts when exposed to onion fumes. But seriously though, next time you burn yourself, cut an onion in half and hold it against the burn. Not only does it stop hurting, but it also does something to the burned skin. Rather than getting those horrible blisters that are so prone to popping, you get a giant raised callus which heals much quicker and is less prone to infection. Onions save the day. Be right back, gonna go burn myself so I can try this. It hasn't come to my aid yet, but I now know to check my ankles for any sign of swelling, which could be the beginnings of kidney failure. I have dodgy kidneys. Totally not as fun as yours. Scrubbing your body with Selsun Blue all natural shampoo with 3% salicylic acid clears your entire body of acne and blemishes. And also wash your sheets bi-weekly and your pillowcases weekly. I used a screw and a pair of pliers to open a wine bottle. I had sex that night. Flammable and inflammable mean the same thing. I learned that from Simpsons Dr. Nick. Thanks TV. My girlfriend and I got into an elevator on my college campus on the weekend. Some other professor got into the elevator with us, hit the top floor button and swiped a card over a scanner. So we went up to the top floor to have a look at the view, and got back in the elevator. I pressed the button, swiped my ID and nothing happened. Turns out you needed special clearance for that elevator on the weekends. The doors would not open either, so we were stuck in the elevator. A couple minutes later I remembered that firemen have a button combination they use in case of fires as an override. I held closed doors and the floor I wanted and it let us out. Since this thread has turned into a life hack thread more or less, how to remove a hickey. Run faucet water until it's really hot. Wet a washcloth with really hot water. Use washcloth to massage the frick out of the hickey for about 5 minutes. Be sure to use lots of pressure. You are trying to break up the clotted blood under the skin. After the redness goes away from the hot water and massaging, your hickey will be 90% gone. This crap works. For some reason I read that as how to remove a kidney. I once submitted a self-post asking Redditors how they dealt with public speaking. I took a few of the replies to heart and a week later presented my portfolio like a boss. Best presentation I ever gave. Talking to girls doesn't always end in my humiliation. 99% failure rate is alright, I suppose. Capsaicin, found in spicy food and pepper spray, dissolves easily in fatty liquids like milk. Although it's worth mentioning, when you're eating spicy foods, skim milk doesn't work worth a dang. I lost 10 pounds. It's because 1. I was fed up with the extra weight, and 2. A comment on Reddit. It said something along the lines of don't eat fats and sweets. Then I though, okay, I can do that. So I've been scarfing veggies for a month and have lost 10 pounds already. I eat like a king, until I'm stuffed. Steamed vegetables and Himalayan salt. 1 square of 80% cocoa chocolate and honey for dessert. I learned to put a sheet of TP in the toilet before dropping juices to prevent splashing. My ass has been dry for 36 months. Thanks, internet. You should really think about taking a shower or bath at some point. That men don't like duck faces. My Facebook picture's way cuter now. You have done all men everywhere a great service. So to scare away bulls and moose, you act like a sand person? They'll be back, and in greater numbers. Scotch tape makes mosquito bites stop hurting, itching, and keeps them from swelling up. Never give an octopus beer. I didn't stick my dong in crazy. That wasn't from the warnings on Reddit though, but because you no longer go outside. It's hard to say. Most of what I know I learned from the internet. Pressing on your perineum after taking a pee will stop your dong from leaking those few extra drops. It has yet to save my life. Duct tape really works for pretty much everything, especially splinters. I didn't sit on the crocodile. I didn't crap my pants in the office then post about it on Reddit. Socially awkward penguin has helped me with social anxiety and strategically defuse a lot of potentially awkward moments. I learned that cats have a hilarious reaction when you put tape on the bottom of their paws and let them amble about. This fun fact didn't come to my rescue in a sticky situation but definitely aided in my entertainment. My cat is going to hate me as soon as I find some tape. I learned how to D without gagging. My boyfriend says thanks, Reddit. I learned half of the SAT vocab words from playing video games. NSW means not suitable for work. At work, don't click on those links, and don't send those links to colleagues, either, especially your boss. That is all. I'm not making a sequel to Avatar. I was hoping you were James Cameron, then I saw your username. I am disappointed. I saw a discussion on sola scriptura and prima scriptura in our Christianity and looked into it a little more and then ended up using it in an essay on the Canterbury Tales a few months later. I remember having to write many essays on the Canterbury Tales. The tales were great and really funny but the essays weren't. Don't repeat what you just said. Just had a conversation over Sydney Jennings, the girl who faked dystonia due to the H1N1 vaccine. We had a laugh over her, and someone said that we shouldn't be laughing. I then countered with the fact that one of my favorite drummers, Blake Richardson from Between the Buried and Me, developed focal dystonia and is a functional and very successful human being who has succeeded without pity from publicity. I learned about this in an AMA he did 3 months ago. I learned in some obscure way everything is for science. Please cite a source here, you know why. Tinfoil makes burns hurt less. It makes no sense, but it works. You have been visited by the money cat like for good luck and fortune. Thanks for watching. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video, or don't. Either way, have a great day you magnificent people.